deep in the bayou. Welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Condors and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Well, guys, the Raging Cajuns head coach told me pregame he cannot wait to take the field here at his alma mater as the leader of this team. He said most of my life has been built brick by brick right here where I stand. And when he runs out of that tunnel for the first time, he cannot wait to showcase just how far he's come as a person and a coach. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. He'll bring it back. We'll go on the attack first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for running room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Maybe a crease. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy because you know.
The Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
We knew this offense wanted to be aggressive, and on the very first drive of the game, they dial up the go route. They know they've got the speed outside, able to win one-on-one, and they didn't waste any time calling that play. Really nice job being aggressive early, and they cap it off with a score.
To get it out across the 25, he's brought down to the 26. So the Condors offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Back to throw, it's right. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Perkins. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. To the back. There he goes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for the edge. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Condors decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up. Keeps it on first down. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Reagan. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Winfield. Turns it upfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Jensen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Slips away. He makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Raging Cajuns will have it 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Reagan. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Left side, it's Rockwell. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now after the short completion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Reagan. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He'll toss it. There's some room. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Reels it in. Touchdown, Cajuns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting the scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Right? You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score on this next possession.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gives it. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. And it'll be the Condors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Facing a third down and short from the 26. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's right. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Fights off a defender. Breaks free, and he might be gone. The 30, the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Condor!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Jensen. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Second and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it in. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Got some green grass. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sells to fake. Going to try to get it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Condors getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the left side.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Finds his man. It's Sampson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
On the move. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. 2nd down to the air.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. It's complete to the right. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Out wide left, it's Jensen. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. The keeper on the option. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From deep, it's King. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll run it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Caught. Spins away from the defender. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Going to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Owls with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now over to your game at Cajun Field. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Play action on first down. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, that is not the start you wanted here in the second half on offense. You're already way down on the scoreboard. You need some good things to happen. And right out of the gate, the third quarter, you put it on the ground, and the defense hops on it. That is just poor job of ball security, and that is not a great job coming out.
Back a little bit more onto this lead. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he stopped.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Pulls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Give to the single back. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Raging Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. Here he comes with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to pass. It's right. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And it'll be the Condors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Straight ahead, it's Reagan. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Now on 2nd down. Trying to establish the run. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Takes the handoff. It's Reagan. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Condor.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. He's now up to 95 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Sells the run, looking to pass. Look out! Big sack! This defense all over him. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy.
It's Sampson. Oh, he's got some space. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Raging Cajuns have
down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Raging Cajuns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Snags it and he's open. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. The Raging Cajuns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll go to the counter. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Raging
this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the option, looking for an alley. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Number 95, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Looking downfield, it's right. Oh, pressure's coming. Turns it loose. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Good coverage to knock that pass away. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Ragin' Cajun sideline, this is a developing story down here on the sideline right now. With this big lead, the coaches are going to the backup quarterback, and they say he has earned this opportunity. He is a team-first guy, ready when his number is called, and he is proving that he's someone they can count on. The big lead's going to get him more reps, and the coaches are...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The give. There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sends it back in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Condors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now on the counter. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. 3rd and long coming up. Sets his feet. It's right. Keeping his eyes downfield. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Long way to go on 2nd down. Finds a crease. It's Reagan. All over him immediately. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. He leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.